Hi and welcome to my things to do. My thing to do today, I'm going to use my meat grinder that I got for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I'm going to grind up a pork loin. I bought this pork loin and it came in 2 pieces, and since there's only 2 of us here at home, I don't want to cook both of them, so I'm going to grind one of them up to make meatballs for dinner tonight, and I'll roast the other one for dinner maybe for tomorrow night or night after. I'm going to use my large hole to first grind up the meat, and then I'm going to run the meat through again, but for the second time I'm going to have my seasonings already put in it. And when you run it through again, I'm going to run it through with the smaller hold thingamajig. I don't know what to call this thing, but in the second time around I'm going to have my seasonings in it, so it'll grind right into the meat very easily. So I'm getting my grinder put together first. Go ahead and get my large hole grind put on. What I love about this grinder is that it'll grind up a pound of meat in seconds flat. I am going to go ahead and cut my meat up so that it'll be easier to put through the grinder. So let's go ahead and get my meat cut up and get everything ready for what I want to grind today and what I want to roast tomorrow. I think I'm going to use the one with most of the sinew and such for roasting tomorrow, so I'll set this one off to the side. That'll be for tomorrow's roast. Today's actually like a 2-parter. Along with my meatballs that I'm making, I'm also making some homemade pasta noodles. I'm not the best at it. I don't have a pasta maker, so all of this is going to be done by hand, but that'll be on a separate video. It's also on my website. Go to mythingstodo.com and you'll be able to find the recipe and ingredients in the directions for making your own pasta as well. So let's get started with our pork loin and get this cut up into smaller pieces. I'm going to make it even smaller than what I'm doing right now. Making them into like about 1-inch medallions, getting them set up to go in here. Now remember, when you do get started with grinding, don't stick your fingers into this hole. You will end up with finger food, literally. Here comes the fun part. Get my meat grinder set up. This helps push the meat through so that you're not getting finger food. And let's cut this on. It's going to be a little loud, but it goes quickly. Watch. There we go. I'm done. That was 1 pound of my pork loin. I'm going to season this and change the blade. Oh, that was what the thingy's called. I'm going to change the blade. I'm going to run it back through again with my smaller blade. Let me go ahead and get this unplugged so nothing moves around on me. Also, just because I wanted a little bit of extra fat in there, I have some bacon that I'm going to go ahead and add to this while I'm grinding it the second time around. And I've cut up some bacon that I'm going to put in with my meat. I've also added my seasonings. Of course, you can use any seasoning that you want. I've added, and I used small amounts of red pepper flakes. Red pepper flakes goes a long way, so if you really like it spicy, add as much as you like. I like mine to be just a little bit hot, not a whole lot, so I just add a little bit of that. I use about half a palmful of cumin because I love that earthy, smoky smell to it. And same amount of paprika. In our house, we love garlic, so I use a lot of garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And now I'm going to run everything through a second time using the smaller blade. And as I said, this time my meat is seasoned, so it'll mix all together in with the meat, which is fantastic, and I'll have some ground meat for the meatballs that I'm making for dinner tonight. Let's go ahead and get this ground up. got my ground pork loin all ready for me to go ahead and make meatballs with. Of course, you can use this for anything, you know, meatloaf even if you wanted to. I'm making meatballs tonight to go with dinner. And as I said, stay tuned for the pasta that I'm making to go along with this. This is my thing to do today, making ground meat. Make it your thing to do too. Also, while you're on my channel, go ahead and give me a comment. What do you use your meat grinder for? And if you haven't already purchased one, why haven't you? Or just leave a comment saying, hi, how are you? Ground meat is my thing to do today. Make it your thing to do too. Bye.